The Center for Visual Arts is a building attached to the eastern side, the downtown side of the museum, the Toledo Museum of Art. The Center for Visual Arts is a building that was created by Frank Gehry, who's an internationally known architect. And in the building, we have studios for classrooms and for student work. We also have an entire foundry and ceramics area. We have a wood shop, and we have all those facilities here on this, we call it the museum campus. And we are approximately 1.5 miles from the main campus. The arts program at UT, I think, is exceptional. One of the things that makes it exceptional is the breadth of skills that the faculty brings into the classroom. They are all working artists, scholars, and educators. They continue to do their own personal research, so they go out and they present exhibitions, they present papers, they write books, they work nationally and internationally. And that really is the strength of what we have to offer. The other part of what makes us, I think, unique is that we are bold in the way that we are willing to embrace change and make sure that we can accommodate the needs of a student. So for instance, in our opinion, it's not enough simply to take an art class. You need to understand art in context. If you're going to pursue the arts as a discipline, you need to really understand the art world and what place you could fulfill, what role you could fulfill, and figure out how to carve a specific place for you and what you want to do. So our job is to give you those skills. Our job is to help train you on all the tools and technologies. Our job is to help you be able to not only express yourself visually, but in written form also. So it's a whole package. We want you to be professional, and we want you to be ready to engage with potential employers or galleries, or in any way you want to take your work. We want to make sure that you've had opportunities and experiences that are going to make you competitive. One of the great things about being in the arts is that there are so many opportunities for not only self-expression, which is part of it, but if you choose to make the arts a career, there are so many unique things you can do with an arts degree. And lots of unfamiliar places are looking for people with those kinds of creative skills. So I know that there are jobs we think of as typical artist jobs. So being a studio artist, or perhaps teaching art education in classrooms. But there are jobs in museums as curators. There are jobs in nonprofit organizations. There are jobs in engineering firms who are thinking about things differently, thinking about design differently. And so someone with strong creative skills and strong research skills, because part of what we train students to do is really be consumers of their own educations and to learn how to research a subject, delve deeply into methods, technologies, best practices, that kind of thing. And so someone could take those skills and work for lots of different kinds of nonprofits and parlay those skill sets into unique opportunities. Now, there are jobs that haven't even been created yet. We've got a global marketplace, and students can selectively look for areas in which they want to work. Right now, the kinds of skills they need are not just visual skills and the ability to create artworks, okay? They need to understand the technologies, they need to understand computers and how that really opens the world of opportunity for them. That's part of what we do by providing internships and opportunities for them to work with other organizations like the Frederick Douglass Center, like the Arts Commission of Greater Toledo, like the Toledo Museum of Art, so that they get some real not just hands-on, but on-the-ground professional experience that they can roll into their overall job skill portfolio. One of the exciting and challenging things for someone like me who came through studio practice before computers or really advanced technology is that there is now all this advanced technology, and students come in knowing about computers, knowing about all kinds of things. Well, our job is to provide further exposure to that kind of work or that kind of technology. So, right behind me, we have this totally amazing thing that looks sort of like a big pasta machine, but in fact, this machine can be used to mount images, photographic images, onto a multitude of different substrates, okay? So this is just one of the tools that we have. We've got a printer, for instance, that is about I think it's 60 inches wide. So it is state-of-the-art technology, printer technology, archival prints, all kinds of different agencies and corporations have come to us because we're teaching students how to use this technology. For instance, we just did something with Cooper Tire. We've worked with the Toledo Museum of Art. We do things for the University of Toledo. And students work on these tools and then take those skill sets out into the job market. We have laser etchers, we have 3D printers, we have MakerBots, we have digitally informed vinyl cutting machines. So those are just some of the skills or some of the tools that we provide for students. Partnered with that are the old skills. So how do you use a hammer? How do you use a bandsaw safely? How do you think about what this tool in combination with a new technology can do? How do you make something new by combining these two different systems of working and creating? And so we have a fully tricked out forge, and so students can learn to MIG and TIG weld, they can learn plasma cutters, all that kind of thing, certainly in the service of making art, but also expanding the way that they see technologies existing in their lives. That's really important to us. One of the critical things, because software and computers change so rapidly, it is really important to us to make sure that our students are working with the most recent technologies, the most recent software. So our computers generally trade out in our digital labs every 3 years, but all the software is updated every single year. We are a Mac-based program. Many of the original design software packages really worked with Macintosh, and so that's what we work with. Our students have access to those digital labs as often as they want, basically. If there's no class in there and they are a registered student, they get to come in and work. It's really wonderful. They have the option of doing that. I've been teaching for a long time. I have learned so much about people through teaching. I love the honesty of the students. It's not a canned response. I love these guys. I love our faculty. I have learned so much because of their passion and their commitment to the students. It's unwavering. I have so much respect for them as professionals. It's frustrating to do my job sometimes, but it's always easy because I think what we do matters. It's important. We provide a place for students to have a voice, and we will always stand behind that voice, and we all believe that. So it makes it super wonderful to come to work. It's easy. I've been at the university since 2000, and what I have seen is an ongoing commitment at really the highest level of administration.